All right, thank you for joining us. We're back in the up on the Upper County and North County gangs, hoods, and I'll be taking you to Carlsbad. Cities in North County that you think beaches and all that, but it has also their dark places. People say why kids join gangs, and they join them for different reasons. And one thing I always say, people are not running to join a gang; they're running away from pain. So Carlsbad is an area too that we can see that goes way back to the 40s, 50s. They established the Varrio, which is Varrio Carlsbad, or Carlos Malo, and it's right there in the North County area next to Encinitas and Oceanside. It's between the two cities. Nevertheless, the Carlsbad neighborhood has its own. They only have one gang in the whole city, right? And is CM, which is Carlos Malos, or Barrio Carlsbad, VCM, Barrio Carlos Malo, and is found on the south area of the 5 between Tamarack and Carlsbad Village Drive. That's where the barrios at, or the neighborhood in the community right there. And there's crimes and different things that happen. But you go way back to the 40s and 50s, like in this picture. Carlsbad always had a good size of homegirls, which girls do get involved in gangs, and they're a part of it. And some of them are real tough also. But you go way back, you look at history in North County, Carlsbad had his presence when it came to a clique or a structure of a gang under law enforcement. In the 90s, they were known as the CM Boys, which is the Carlos Malo Boys. That was emphasized. They used to kick it a lot at the Hypo Park on Chasefield. On the south side, there's a park. They used to call it Hypo Park. The Carlos Malos, they were called the Boys, the CM Boys at those times. And they were well organized. Also, they were involved in different things throughout the years. But most of us, like a family, a brotherhood that they call it. And some of them, they're in their third generation of gang members. I have met a Carlsbad gang member, and he was like 73. And as you see throughout the pictures in the 90s, 80s, they've been around for many, many years, this neighborhood. Also, they have a lot of pride on their mural that is located right there on the Circle K, and it's part of the neighborhood. It's a landmark that they use a lot. Right now, currently, they have about 110 documented gang members. Not all of them live in the city. They live in different cities like Tri-City, different areas in North County, but they all are a part of the neighborhood, and they hang out at Pine Park on the weekends. You will find them there. Back in the 90s, there was a lot of shootings. Still to this day, there's crimes. Some of them makes the news, some of them don't. But in the 90s, there was a lot of activity going on with the different, enemies that they had throughout the years. So right now we see, but also that throughout the years, as every gang, as every neighborhood, they have lost some of their homies. And we always respect the fallen, or the ones that they were part of the neighborhood and they moved on. But yeah, that's some of the things that we see in the Barrio Carlsbad. And some of them are in prison. Nevertheless, they still claim the turf, the area. So Carlsbad does have its presence, of gang members. To this day, they're still relevant out there. There's a lot of youngsters that they fall, the gangs all in Southern California fall under the umbrella, the 13, the South Side, or the Sureños that you see here in this picture. And we see them throughout our communities, throughout North County, throughout San Diego, throughout all of it, Southern California. But Carlsbad does have a gang, and they're active still to this day. Sometimes you see taggings in the streets in different parts. I've been at the courthouse or different areas that you see the CM, you see a Carlsbad or Carlos Malo. And I believe there was some of the crimes in 2011, I believe, when Devin Allen was killed. Also, there was some RICO acts that took place some of the Carlsbad gang members were involved. Also, the shooting when the Encinitas gang member went to Carlsbad and they killed one of their own. It was a mistaken, a sad crime that took place. Nevertheless, those things like that made it to the news. But yeah, Carlsbad's an active neighborhood and it's still there, still active. But nevertheless, you never underestimate a city or the name of it. How many of you guys know gangs are dangerous, period. Thank you once again. Subscribe to the podcast. Thank you very much.